Sit the down.
This is the weirdest way to sit.
That's fine. That makes it funnier. Hi there, I'm Gilmour from Sorry Stories.
I'm Matt from Sorry Stories.
And today we're going to be playing a little game.
I have no... He just told me to sit down, get recording, and put on a suit.
Yep.
So I have no idea what's going on. I'm kind of scared.
I'm asking the questions. We pride ourselves on being experts in things. You're obviously an expert in some very specific knowledge, like stuff about Smash Brothers, video game knowledge. You're very, very knowledgeable.
But... Silver lining.
Don't interrupt me.
All right.
We're pretty smart when it comes to our specified things, but I think it's fair to say that in everything else we're pretty stupid.
Okay.
Like
I'll give you that.
Yeah. The rules of this game are very simple. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. It's like a quiz on a topic, a very specialized topic that I'm confident you know nothing about.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you anything on video games or being gay or any of the other things that you're really knowledgeable about. This is not part of the quiz, but Matt, how many times have you been to church? That's great. How many times have you read the Bible? Alright, this is going to go real well for you.
Have I opened one? I don't know.
So let's get into it. We're going to start off really easy. The first question is, how many days did it take God to make the earth according to the Old Testament?
About a week. 7 days. He had weekends off. He, she, I don't know. I'm going to be inclusive here.
This is going to go over
Do I get to know the answer, or do I just...
Name at least 5 of the 10 commandments.
Oh.
Question 2.
Okay, I think I know this from anime.
It's going to count as a negative point. It's a demerit.
5 of the 10 commandments, right? Yes. Don't lie. Don't be violent.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So
yeah, that's about all I know.
Name at least 5 of the 10 plagues that were visited upon Egypt.
Plague?
The plagues, yes.
Ligma, Sukma.
I see you're taking this very seriously.
Plagues.
Yes.
So, like, for real.
10 plagues. You only have to get 5 of them.
Only 5.
Yep.
Fever? Don't look at me like the chills. Runny nose.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing really well so far. Really well.
Goat.
Okay. Oh, gout. Okay. All right. That's not one of them.
Oh, all right.
When the plagues of Egypt, like you said, fever, chills, gout, when they happened, what were all the Jewish people supposed to do to keep themselves safe?
Oh, what was it? Sorry, I think I know this one. Did they have to like draw like an X on their door with paint, or well, not paint? Did they have paint back then? Did they have primer? What did they paint with? Was it lead based? It was red.
Were you there? Are you asking me if I was there? I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not Jewish.
I'm trying to remember. I'm just trying to,
I'm just trying to remember.
Yeah, they had to paint something on their door and stay in for the night, because if they didn't, somebody didn't know who to attack or save or something. Locusts were there, I think.
Explain the story. The Judgment of King Solomon.
Who?
What is that story? Oh my god. King Solomon.
I have no idea who that is.
It's probably the best known story about King Solomon.
Okay. Explain the story?
No, what is it? I'm asking you, what is the Judgment of King Solomon?
Alright, okay. Hold on. I have to go into my my research in my brain here. Hold up.
Going to be a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. He kept turning the thermostat up at the house. And everyone's like, hey, it's too warm in here. And he's like, no, it's like the perfect temperature. And then something happened. And then somebody died.
Okay. Next question. Who baptized Jesus?
Oh.
And what river was he baptized in for a bonus point if you can get it?
God.
Okay. Is that your answer, or are you just swearing? Let's break it down.
All right.
Let's break it down into smaller sections.
Okay.
Who baptized him? I'll give you a hint if you want. Do you want to use one of your hints? Okay. The phone a friend?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not your friend, but you can phone me. The Baptist is part of his name. Blank the Baptist.
What? Okay, I'm gonna go with Pat. Pat the Baptist.
Pat the Baptist. He was Irish. He was wearing a little hat and a little green coat and dumped Jesus in that river.
What river?
Let's see if you can get the... Yeah, exactly. What's the bonus point? I'll give you a hint.
Yeah. No.
No?
I'm gonna save that one.
Let's say you have like a...
Oh, okay, yeah, then I'm just gonna keep firing these.
Okay, so your hint for this one is the river...
Styx.
Is let me finish the hint. The river has a male first name. And it's commonly referred to as the river...
George.
Well, I'm glad you used your last hint on that. So, name Jesus' 12 apostles. If you can get 6 of them, I'll give you the point.
Hold up. What's an apostle?
Disciples. One of the 12 men that followed him around. They were all at the Last Supper. They followed his teachings. They wrote the New Testament. Each one of them has like a chapter named after them. You're named after one of them.
Oh, okay. So Matthew's one of them.
That's one of 6.
David. What's other religious names? Joshua. That's kind of religious. It sounds like. Derek. Brett.
Doing very well.
I'm gonna throw Cody's name in there. How many do I need?
6.
Sure.
Yeah, you're done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Final answer?
I'm good.
Okay.
I know nothing.
This probably will help the previous question, but unfortunately you've already answered
Okay.
it. What did Judas, one of the disciples, do to identify Jesus to the Roman soldiers who arrested him? He gave some sort of secret signal.
You know,
I can hear the Pope getting angry.
You know in Naruto when they do like the Naruto hand signals?
Unfortunately, I do know that.
They did the shadow clone jutsu and...
So could you do that again for me slower so that I can see the actual signal, please?
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's exactly
perfect.
Right. Shadow jutsu.
He used shadow clone jutsu.
That is
got
what
in there.
He did, and he cloned Jesus. How many days was Jesus dead before rising from the dead?
Wasn't it like 4? A week? 5? It's Easter.
I'm trying so
Was it 1?
What is your final answer, Matt?
It was 4.
Okay. All right.
Was it 4?
You're doing really well.
Was it 4?
You're doing so well. The final question.
Yeah.
When Jesus rode into Bethlehem on the back of a donkey, the people put something down to sort of cushion the walk, essentially.
For the donkey?
Sure, why not?
But why?
It was just sort of a sign of respect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What
did they place in Jesus' path?
Rosebuds. Well, they didn't have a lot of those in the desert. I changed my answer. What do they have in the desert? Robes? Robes.
Oh, okay. So that pretty much does it.
Okay.
Let's see how you did, okay?
Alright.
So the first question, how many days did it take God to make the earth? You answered with 7, I believe.
Yeah.
The correct answer is 6. He rested
on the 7th
day. You were very
He
close.
had the weekend off!
He had the Sunday off.
Just the Sunday. What a guy.
Just the one day.
He had to take the day.
Yep, he just took one day. Yep, just to rest.
Good for him.
Yeah, so you got that wrong. Naming 5 of the 10 plagues, I believe your answers were fever, chills, ligma, and something else. They were actually, the waters would turn to blood.
Okay.
A bunch of frogs.
Yeah.
A bunch of insects.
Locusts.
Wild animals.
No.
Pestilence. Boils.
Oh, wow.
Would like erupt on their skin.
Gross.
Hail.
Hail.
In the desert, yep.
Oh, nice.
Locusts.
Hey.
Which you answered the next question with, so I can't give you anything for that.
Fine.
Darkness. The sun would blot out, essentially. Not with arrows, just God. And then the final plague was the death of the firstborn son. So every firstborn child, essentially, would be murdered by God. Because God's he's the God of mercy. So the next question, I asked you when the plagues hit, what were the Jews supposed to do to mark themselves?
I felt better about this one.
You were very close. So you said they put lead-based red paint on their doors. It was close. They were supposed to eat a lamb and then put an X in its blood on their door. The reason that they did this is so that they would be passed over by God's judgment.
Yeah, okay.
Which is why we have Passover.
So those lambs, do you think they saw that as like... That is the day of ruin because all those people had lambs.
So we celebrate Passover, but every Passover the lambs plan how they're going to kill us. Yes, that'll be in the next quiz. The next question I asked you: explain the story of the judgment of King Solomon.
Right.
It's a very famous story. In fact, I believe it's used in law. It's the story in which two women walk into King Solomon's court with a baby. They both claim that they are the mother of the child.
Oh, yeah?
And so King Solomon, very wisely, apparently, threatens to cut the baby in half and says that each mother will have a half of the child, and that's fair. One of the women starts crying and says that the other woman can have the baby. The other one does not. And so he awards custody to the crying woman because only the real mother would care that much about the child.
Interesting.
And they actually use that in low-level law classes to show...
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm glad you're going to be representing people. Who baptized Jesus?
Oh.
And what was the river he was baptized in? So you couldn't come up with anything.
No.
His name is John the Baptist.
John.
Yep,
see,
John.
I put Paul?
What was the name of the river? It's the River Jordan. You said the River George. So you were so close.
I was so close.
You were very close. And because you were so close, you still get 0 points for that. 10 Commandments. I'm pretty sure you said don't be mean or something like that.
Don't be mean.
Violent, that sort of stuff. They're actually, you shall have no gods before me. No false idols. Do not take the name of your Lord God in vain. Keep the Sabbath day holy, so the seventh day that he rested on because he took the weekend off.
Yeah.
Honor your father and your mother. Shall not murder.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that one, violence.
Yeah.
You shall not commit adultery.
Oh.
You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, so you don't lie about your neighbors, which we know you break that every day. Inside joke. And you shall not covet, so you won't be jealous of other people's things.
Okay.
So you got 1 out of the 10.
You know what?
You needed 6 to get a point. Or sorry, 5 to get a point.
I did better than I thought.
Name Jesus' 12 apostles or disciples. I'm pretty sure you did say Matthew.
Yeah.
So you got 1.
Yeah.
You said Paul, and he is not one of them.
Okay.
And I can't remember the others, but you didn't get any others.
Damn.
They are Peter, James, John, Andrew, Bartholomew, James the Lesser, Judas. Jude, or Thaddeus, he went by 2 names. Matthew, that's the one you got.
Yeah.
Philip, Simon the Zealot, and Thomas.
Wow, these are actually like...
They're Hebrew names.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. How many days was Jesus dead before rising? Now, you threw a bunch of numbers at me trying to confuse me for some reason. Your final answer, though...
4?
4, yeah. 4. So that was actually incorrect. It was 2 days.
I said 2 at one of them.
You did. You threw like a bunch of numbers at me, and in there was 2.
Yeah.
And the final one, I asked you, what did the people lay down before Jesus when he was riding into town?
Yeah.
Palm leaves. That's why Christians celebrate Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday.
I've never heard of that phrase in my entire life. Palm Sunday. So how did I do?
So I believe, let me just calculate my results here. You didn't get any of them right. You got literally none of them right.
I didn't think I would.
Yeah. I always knew we were going to hell, but I didn't know that like you were going to go to like super hell.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. Alright. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed that video, or if you just enjoy finding out what a horrible heathen Matt Allen is. And hopefully we'll do some quizzes again in the future.
Alright, I'm gonna quiz you next time.
Are you doing theme music?
Yeah, for the it's a Smash intro.
We're gonna get sued.
Yeah, well,
That's fine.
you win some, you lose some.